I have an opinion. Cats don't belong in video games. And yes, like any sane person, I love cats. They give me happiness and great inner calm. But if you think what a cat normally do, it's come to our minds their constant sleepiness status, the boy-eating creature who is their silly belly, and how they are basically a flesh machine dedicated to be pretty. Some great stuff. And any of this does not translate well into video games. I mean, a cat sleep simulator sounds more like an idle Android game than an action Metroidvania rhythm game that's apparently all games need to be. So, cats are falling far behind from dogs in this so important aspect of their life. Well, now think about dogs. They are more of an outside creature. It's easy to tell stories about them. Think about a dog in the street that follows you for half of the city, like you and him were bred from the same breed, and just like that you created dog meat. Followed for companion in the apocalypse world who still search and attack. They follow you for the entire game. I mean, you literally find it in a gas station. He's a real dog in a video game. Another example will be Franklin dogs from GTA 5, Rex from New Vegas, and Chorizo from Far Cry 6, I guess? Real dogs in video games. Well, if you feel like your normal looking dog will be obliterated by the horror of your world, your video game world, well, the solution is quite simple. Just make the dog bigger. And what is a bigger dog in the nature? Apparently a wolf for a lot of people. Just make it act more like a dog than a creature who can rip your arms. And voila, you have it. You have Sif the Great Grey Wolf from Dark Souls 1, a name that apparently I said it wrong. And for another example, that thing from The Last Guardian, I don't know its name. Oh, an Okami. Okami is just that. A wolf, apparently. Where I'm getting on is doggos look more dogs in video games. Wow, amazing stuff, isn't it? But cats don't act like catos in video games. They don't look or act like cat most of the time. Just look at a khajit, that thing from Skyrim. That's not a cat, that's a furry man race. Don't call me racist for that. To talk about this cat so important problem, I guess I will talk about the 3 categories. Yes, 3, why not? These categories are far important and for the type of cat who appears in video game. As far I can tell, the first category is the khajits of video games. Yes, again, characters that only resemble cats because they have furry skin cats, but they act like humans, dress like humans, and use his filthy hands like humans. They are not cat. Like in Cat Quest, you will say me, yeah, that's a cat, but he uses a sword like a human, use clothes of humans, and standing 2 feet like a human, and probably he drinks more beers than me. If you look at Sif, the example of before, he at least uses his sword in the mouth and moves like a wolf, like a dog. But these cats don't. They have the skin of cat, but they are not cat. They should pay rent. The second category is a little tricky. They look like a cat. Of course they are not khajit, but they are not a cat. What do I mean? Well, in Dark Souls 1, yes again, all things want to beat you, of course, and peaceful NPC are scarce and far between. And there is Albina, a chunky looking cat that pretty much looks like one, but if you want to talk with she, you will realize she's an old lady wizard who feels more like a wizard who got cursed to look like a cat than a real cat. For another example is Gato Roboto, where a cat drives a mecha, and yes, of course, cats don't drive mechas. But there are areas where you have to be outside of the mecha. The cat feels pretty real, feels like a cat, moves like a cat, maybe don't think like a cat, and that's the thing. The mecha doesn't feel like an prosthesis or an extension from the body like Rex from New Vegas. Rex have robots parts that feels like part of their body, of his body. But in Gato Roboto, the mecha feels like an mecha. Of course, doesn't feel like an extension of his body, and that doesn't match to me. This is not a cat. It gets pretty close to be a real cat, but not enough. And for another example is in Hi-Fi Rush, I love the game, 808, it's a cat companion who is a robot that act and look like a cat. It's not a cat. And of course, a cat doesn't transform into a speaker in combat. I'm not even sure if it should be in this category. Weird. And for the final category, who is responsible of the title of this video, The Terrible Fate of Cats. Wow, so sad. And so important problem that cats have are the real cats in video games. The real deal. Who are just cute furniture or just they make the stray game. Again. And this category, for example, you have furniture behavior like the cat from Stardew Valley who doesn't even really need water or food. You can give him water, you can even give him food. It's just a furniture, he's a plastic cat. And in Echoes of Windows, you see the cats of Echoes of Windows and you see, I want that cat to be in my desk as a plastic figure. And in Minecraft, they are totem of no creepers around. They don't have any other behavior. Well, you can say they have the drop when they sleep in your bed, but they are furniture. They have the place of the house to look cute, and just that. So, about these stray cats, are just that, strays. Stray the fucking game again and again. Like in A Little Kitty Big City. Yes, that's its fucking name. And of course, Stray, the game that we all love and we not get tired because it wins Indie Game of the Year and appears in everyday media. Well, the plot is you have a cat and you love it and you don't want it to happen any bad to him, and it gave Stray, yeah, and that's it. You can put the Flow movie here, even if it's not a video game, but Stray is a video game. It's more like a movie, but yeah. Back to the cozy home. We want cats to be cozy, to not be in danger. So of course, we don't have scenarios outside the house to have real cats, unless it's real sad scenarios or they get stray. And for conclusion, all this is not the fucking cat problem. Of course, they have a lot already. We don't want cats to get in more danger so we can tell silly stories in games about them. They have a lot already. They just need to be cute and be happy and be healthy in our happy home. We don't want or need more of that. So, if Stray is the best game of video games where we have a real cat, well, that's kinda sad, but I guess it's not a really big deal. So think about cats where you make a game. If you can tell me another example of cats, or real cats, that are not in a Stray game in the comments, please subscribe because I am starting in this shit and I want help. Please.